flex of the right arm. This is what's holding you back. And I'm going to show you how to fix it and why. The feeling I want you to have is this. As we take the club away, I want you to feel that you're actually pushing your right arm out that way, extending it, trying to get it almost as straight as possible. It doesn't mean that we're sort of lifting up this way. It's a feeling of pushing away. It's like a stretching action from my central pivot. So if I'm staying here, I'm pushing away there. It's a stretch sensation. It's not so much a turn, it's not a lift, it's a stretch. And by doing that, what happens is the left arm just sort of gets along for the ride. And I'm pushing the right arm here. And even by trying to keep it as straight as possible with tense feeling, it's never going to actually stay there. What will happen is it will start to fold as you start to transition back down, which is what we want, because we don't want it to be dead rigid. And when you look at the pros, they have a lot less fold in their arms, okay, at the top of the swing. As they move down, it does increase, then it unloads a little bit, but it's not too much, at least not many of them, because it's a variable that they don't want. And it's also variable for the low point, the release, all sorts of things that make it harder to hit the stupid golf ball. So with that feeling of trying to create more width, can you go and hit golf shots with it? Yes, you can, but I want to give you a couple of drills first, okay, as you try and get this feeling to really enhance it for you and go, aha. Now, whether you've got a resistance band with you for warm-ups or a short one, a TheraBand, whatever, we're just looking for something with a little bit of stretch. And what I want you to feel, we kind of take a setup here, just a few inches of the band. And what I'm going to do is try and create an extra distance from the left hand to the right hand. So I'm trying to pull it away, okay? But I'm doing it as I'm making my backswing. It's actually a great warm-up thing to do this as well, because I'm creating width, but I'm feeling that sensation of pulling away. You can see the band expanding here, okay? And then it comes back down. Stretch and down, stretch and down. And you can use that as much as you like, and even through sort of full swings as well. But that is a wonderful drill. You can use it at home before you play. But what if you're out on the golf course and you haven't got a band with you? This works pretty damn well too. So as I said, we want to feel like the left hand is being pulled along for the ride. So what you can do, you can take your glove and just holding it by the little Velcro area here, okay? We are now, even without a club, I'm going to pull my left arm along for the ride. So I'm pulling up and creating that width. I'm pushing my right arm away from me up here, okay? And you see, by just that one task, I'm getting a nice width, a nice wind up in my backswing that I can maintain and swing through. When you do this, you might feel that you're going really straight armed. We still want suppleness. We still want those arms to feel supple, heavy, but they are being propelled and pulled along by our body pivot, but pushing that right hand up and away. And we can make full swings doing that. And you can even hold your club, hold it by the Velcro. It feels a little bit awkward doing this, but it's better than nothing. And we're going to pull that way, okay? We're pulling that way. Another one I want you to try is take your glove and just attach the Velcro around the shaft of the club here. And what you're going to do, you take your left hand grip, but you see I'm holding the right hand, I'm holding the glove. And what I'm going to do with this, as I take the club back, I'm going to feel like I'm allowing that glove to slide and stretch me out, to give me that extra width as I'm doing it. And the one I like this for is because it also helps the sequence, okay? And you'll really notice if you're sort of bending it. Yes, you can stretch the arm, but you see that it starts to get way too much angle too early, which is what happens to a lot of you like this, okay? We don't want to cheat. We want to have that width there. It doesn't mean we'll actually try and get to there in real life, but that feeling, that exaggeration, as long as you always stay centered. Doesn't mean we don't have a little bit of lateral shift just as you would with throwing, but the more you think about a flagpole going all the way through you and create that range, that sort of distance away from you and that width, the more consistent you're going to be. So when you do get out on the course or when you go and practice, the more you've done those drills to create a bit of awareness and even doing it a couple of times before you hit shots on the practice area, what you could do is just unhook your glove a little bit, grab the strap and sort of do an extra swing, really pushing that trail side away. Say, okay, there's the feeling, there's the feeling. And as soon as I get to about here, I make my transition back down. But my only goal in these swings is to get that right arm a little bit more width. Keep practicing that. And I promise you, you'll start noticing with very little change to your swing, just having that one objective will help a ton of other things you're trying to do as well. So keep practicing to get that right arm a little bit straighter and less fold in the elbow, and you're good to go. That move is a pro move, but you can do it, and it will move the needle on your ball striking and power because it's going to help leverage and confidence. Check out this lesson next. It's going to show you that you don't need to make a huge turn in your golf swing. The golf swing is a lot shorter and a lot easier than most of you are realizing. Check this out and I'll see you next time.